What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's me, Walter Tuomi, representing Neo Defective Gaming, aka Neo Defective. You can find me over on twitch.tv every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night, going into the morning, the demon hours, streaming for your viewing pleasure. You could also find me on Twitter, Instagram, here, there, everywhere, at Neo Defective. So, again, this whole week, last couple weeks, been really sick. The family getting over sickness. Everybody's just starting to get good right now. Like, no boogers are running, or at least not on the outside. All the boogers are running on the inside now. Not that you needed that kind of visual. I'm just giving you an update on my health, right? So where I'm gonna be at and making sure that I can keep these videos rolling and pushing, and that we can keep these giveaways going. Hopefully we can even get this giveaway off the ground, because I think that we can. 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, I don't think is that hard. We get there, and then we're off to the races, right? After that, we're doing Nintendo Switches, we're doing video games, game codes, all that stuff. So go over to YouTube, look up Neo Defective, and tell me what your game of the year is this year, 2021, on whatever most recent video I post, because I want to hear it. I definitely want to hear it. I'm more of a fan response than a critic responses. I just like looking up critic responses because it just makes me happy. It's just something I'd like to do. But this week has been one interesting week for video game news, mostly in the hands of the gamers. I mean, we have a lot of different things going on for Halloween, a lot of themes going on. Overwatch has their stuff, but you know, let's get into that a little bit later. It's Friday, October 14th, 2021. Let's get it. Okay, starting us off with a bang. Kotaku right now is in the business of making every single developer, every single video game enthusiast, people that just like to read news, angry. I don't know what it is. I mean, we know that Kotaku right now is kind of on the decline. That's not a secret. A lot of people are leaving. Jason Schreier left, who also likes to block a lot of people. And, you know, a lot of their talent are leaving. So now it looks like they're just grasping at straws, trying to draw out whatever little energy that they can from people. If that energy happens to be negative energy, well, there's one thing about the press. They say bad press is still good press. And that's kind of what they're clinging on to right now. Look, this also drew a lot of hate, a lot of ire. Again, if you follow anybody in the video games industry, journalists, developers, people that just like to play video games are seeing this and they're going, holy cannoli, what is this? Probably even the people that do the emulating are like, well, thanks, but wow. Okay, so Kotaku posted recently, and this one was by Zach Zewin. I don't know if I messed up that name. I tried it, I gave it a shot, you know, F me. Metroid Dread is already running on Switch emulators. That's the title. That's the title of his article. Days after release, he says, that latest entry in Nintendo's classic franchise is running in 4K using an emulator, as if it's something to celebrate days after a release. Are you kidding me? Like, for real, buddy? Like, this is the business that we're in now? We're taking sales away from brand new released video games? I don't care that this is an established IP. I don't care that if it was a failed IP. I don't care if this was a bad game coming out at the jump, right out the track, stomping, trying to... I don't care if it goes down on the track like Santa Ana Raceway. This is some of the craziest postings I can ever find. This ain't journalism, right? This is just grasping at straws, trying to get whatever audience you can't back, maybe get a couple of clicks here and there, and then shut down the company for good kind of energy. That's what this is. So Metroid Dread was officially released on October 8th, but copies got out into the wild a few days before that. After such a short time, the game is now fully playable in 4K via various Nintendo Switch emulators. And they're already talking about how it's great on emulation. Look, not only that, they did go on to update it, because guess what? You got a bunch of blowback. A bunch of blowback, buddies? Yeah, just a bit. What were you expecting? Do you guys even proofread the stuff that you guys are putting out anymore? I don't know. Something tells me this was on purpose. They knew what they were doing. They were just looking for the attention. That being said, they go on to say 2:20 p.m. 10/10/2021. An earlier version of this story was understood by many readers to be a direct suggestion to illegally download this just released game. I don't know in which world you wouldn't attend that, because they didn't signify that it wasn't supposed to be that. They said it was running great. Matter of fact, they said it almost joyfully. We regret this interpretation. Kotaku believes emulation is a vital part of the world of gaming, not least when it comes to game preservation. While not directly encouraging anyone to break the law and download games they have not purchased, we believe our readers are intelligent adults capable of making such choices for themselves independently of us. Good one. Good one, guys. Yeah, right. Although I believe in game preservation as well on dying consoles, on a non-functional hardware, console hardware that's no longer supported, that you can go ahead and emulate a game so that we can continue to play them and preserve them. This is a game that was just released and you're already putting out an article on it. In which way in the world would you say that that's a good thing? To tell anybody to go ahead and, I mean, you didn't go outright and say, go ahead and download that, but you also didn't say that. I mean, this is a day after the game Metroid Dread came out. A widely celebrated, I mean, actually, I wouldn't say it's widely celebrated. It's actually, it's up in the air. A lot of people are criticizing it. You got David Jaff saying that it has poor, I mean, choice words, poor game design, which I think has been in the industry, in this video game franchise, not only this video franchise, but others, since 1986, when the Metroidvania world was established. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about emulation, illegally pirating software and putting it on a different platform, a la Soulja Boy, and saying it's something that can be celebrated. No. Why would you write this article? You guys failed. Next article. All right, so as I was saying, you got Overwatch's Halloween Terror event, which returns for 2021 with spooky new skins. Spooky? I'm saying it's spooky. All right. Now, while I don't play Overwatch as much as I used to, I've sunk over $1,000 into this game. I just want to put it out there because I still want to show it love. All right, Symmetra for life. Before the buffs, all right, before the Symmetra buffs, long time ago. But either way, this one ends on November 2nd, so it's running all the way through October. So if I came a little late, I'm sorry, guys. I know I said it's October 14th, but look, there's nothing more that you got to see here. This is great. Look at these skins. Look at these freaking skins. They are phenomenal. I mean, oh my gosh. Lucio skin. Look at, oh my gosh. Looks like Pan from Pan's Labyrinth, I guess. Bastion, Roadhog, a couple of stamps, whatever it is. I mean, it's, and then you have the things going on, the challenges going on for week 1. You got play 9 games, you get Skeleton Genji, play 18, or the Skeleton Genji spray. Sorry about that. Play 18 games, you get the player icon for Skeleton Genji. 27, you get the epic skin. Week 2, you get the Einharar. I don't even know how you say that. Zarya spray, you get the same player icon, then you get the epic skin. And then week 3, to just kind of close it all out, you get the Clown Roadhog spray icon, and then the epic skin after the 27 games that you played. This is for all consoles. So go ahead and jump over there to Overwatch. If you're still hanging on with that and you aren't upset about Overwatch 2's news, which it's kind of hard not to be, RIP to that game if they keep on going the trajectory that they're going with that. But let's hope that they aren't, and let's just celebrate what Overwatch has been. All right, a phenomenal multiplayer experience, groundbreaking, one of the best esports that you can possibly find out there. You guys go celebrate your esports, go play this game right now and get these skins during these final moments of Overwatch's lifespan. So I mean, I know it's gonna continue to get support later on down the line, but you know, why not get the free skins while they're there? All right, now we got Back 4 Blood. Back 4 Blood, aka Left 4 Dead clone, Gets released to a 78 on a Metacritic score. Not a bad score by any means for a clone. I mean, almost an exact interpretation of a clone. All right, this video is actually brought to you by GameSpot. So, I mean, obviously what you see here is going to be almost an exact interpretation, like they were saying, of Left 4 Dead. You got guys that are like bloaters, and you have a bunch of your regular zombies. But the one thing about the original Left 4 Dead that got me was that I didn't enjoy the graphics. The graphics even for that game released in that date just didn't suit my fancy at all. Like I just couldn't believe it. Like it was definitely just, it felt like a mod. It felt like a mod, and that people took off and just loved it because you're killing zombies, and zombies were the flavor of that decade. But now, you know, now we moved on, and zombies are still kind of holding on. They're holding on, right? Just barely. They're hanging on like old granny skin, all right? They're still around though, and you know what? They're showing that they have some life left, you know. So if this is your kind of your jam, if this is your jelly, this is the game you want to get down on, well, I suggest go ahead and pick it up. I mean, you read any review right now, they're all pretty much saying that it's as much of a clone that it is, still a better version of everything that came before it. And this one coming over from Paste is where I'm pretty much taking this article directly out of. Kevin Fox Jr. writes about the Rockstar GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition. I mean, am I gonna play these? Probably, heck yeah, because these, again, you know, you guys have been around enough to know that nostalgia gets me. That's just what I'm about. If you're gonna do, you know, bring out all the remakes. Make every game a remake, and I'll play it. I'm gonna want it. I'm gonna want to eventually play it. That's just what remakes are for me. Do I think the business is a little dirty? It's a little cheap? Yeah, it is. It is a little bit on the sensitive side for gamers and their wallets. It's just pretty much saying, hey, we know that you guys love this game. We're gonna remake it with the same mechanics. We're just adding a nice little fresh coat of paint, and you guys are gonna buy it, and we know you're gonna buy it because you're a bunch of suckers. And you know what? I'm one of those suckers. I'm gonna play every single GTA over again. And as much as I would hate to say that, the only one I probably wouldn't play again, I don't care what they did to it, would be GTA 4. That's just not a game that I enjoyed at all, really. I mean, even the mission structures had me like, ugh, please, just, it's a slog. Let me get through this. They did, for everything they did good in that game, they also did bad. It was just such an uneven GTA. Probably the worst out of all of them. And that's granted with Grand Theft Auto 5 getting released for, I don't know, probably the 7th time. And back in the day, we were so excited to just get the re-release for PC that we didn't think of anything else. We didn't think that it was going to be released 4 more times or 3 more times, however many more times it's been released. Let's just say that you've probably changed a lot since the first iteration of GTA 5. You've probably had a kid. You maybe started a new job. You maybe got fired and then started a new job. A lot has happened in the time between the original and the current GTA 5 that's also about to get released next year. It is what it is, you know? Like, GTA is pretty much, it's a source of printing money for Rockstar. But I also think there's something a little telling here. I also think that maybe releasing this many GTAs in such a short span, while also commemorating, you know, anniversary editions, kind of shows that maybe the formula is dwindling a little bit. I think that maybe they just don't really have a good set of team right now, possibly with a bunch of ideas where they feel that like it's cutting edge, or where it's pushing the boundaries of where GTA can go. Graphically, they can always make it better. They can always enhance. I mean, Rockstar, and they do a great job of their mocap actors, and in their graphic department is always top notch. They can probably enhance all that for sure, but what are they doing that's going to enhance the gameplay that they haven't already done? That I don't know, but time will tell. Now, And that's it for me this week. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys go over to YouTube, comment on the most recent video, because I am still doing the giveaway, and it's going to end on December 25th for the Corsair HS70 headset. Now, we are trying to reach that milestone. Remember, 1,000 subscribers by December 25th. If we reach 1,000 subscribers before that cutoff date, guess what? The recent video, the day that we hit that mark, that milestone, make sure you are in the comments telling me what your game of the year is, because that's gonna go out to one lucky person in the comment section who also is a subscriber. Thank you guys for tuning in. Stay dirty, humans.